Here's 5 reasons why you should buy a house in Abilene, Texas. Abilene, Texas is a small town that is a couple hours from Dallas and a couple hours north of San Antonio. It is a small town feel that has a very tight community and is growing like no other. But one of the biggest reasons is going to be affordability. A lot of people are struggling to keep up with payments, whether that be renting or owning, because today's inflation and just high cost of living has made it so difficult for people to just live. But I'm going to give you a reason to find a better location. Sometimes escaping the very expensive city that you live in and moving to a small town will help you build wealth and re-secure your financial stability for you and your family. So Abilene, Texas, 1, it's affordable. The average price home is only around $240,000 according to the first quarter of 2024. If you look at properties in like California or big cities in Arizona, New York, or any major city in literally any state, you're looking at around at least a $500,000 property on average. I'm not talking about an even nice home. I'm talking about a starter home. In Abilene, you can find a starter home that's turnkey, brand new floors, and a good location for your family to grow kids for $150,000. So for individuals or families that are going to school or just got out of high school, or somebody who's trying to get their college degree, or even just build a family, this is a great location to do so. It is a Christian town, whether you're religious or not, and makes it a very safe place to raise your kids without breaking the bank. Secondly is the strong community atmosphere. Because it's a small town, there is a very tight-knit community here, and when you walk downtown, you definitely feel that small town feel. There are a lot of fun local events like parades, community initiatives, and there seems to be a lot of belonging and connection. I know a lot of people in the military that have traveled everywhere. I mean, Italy, Japan, Phoenix, Florida, California, Mississippi, everywhere. And a lot of people choose to stay here after they retire because it's a perfect place for your family. It's a cheap place where they can retire and really enjoy their retirement check rather than moving to a big city and feeling like that it's all going to waste. There's a lot of historical ties here too that keep the community together, like the old historical buildings, the artwork downtown, the fun local small businesses and bars and coffee shops, and the fact that the city council is focusing on these things to make downtown Abilene a lot more inviting and fun is something that I love. To my understanding, we now have forces that are on patrol downtown, and there's a lot of initiatives going into town, like on Cypress Street Station with a beautiful walking area, so that when you're walking downtown with your friends to get coffee, to get drinks on a Friday night, or even just to go shopping and hang out, it's becoming a lot more lively downtown, and this is something that is able to bring a lot more people together. A lot of people say Abilene has nothing to do, but trust me, when it's growing and you look at the things that are here, there is plenty to do. This family-friendly environment is great for schools. There are amazing school districts here that are great with education. One of my best friends that was living here but got moved due to a military relocation was a teacher at Wiley East, and they took care of her, and they always had great things to say about the kids and the community in that area. There are plenty of recreational facilities and plenty of parks for kids as well. And the food here is amazing. If the food here wasn't here, I would not be making this video. Staple locations are like the Shed Market, which has amazing brisket, Front Porch Coffee that has amazing coffee and breakfast food options. And one of my favorites is The Local. The Local has a modern Mexican cuisine feel to it. It has a bar, it's a beautiful restaurant that you can go for lunch, dinner, drinks, or just hanging out, and it's one of the staples in downtown Abilene. Another reason to move to Abilene is the job opportunities here. It's a very diverse economy with manufacturing, education, healthcare, and government jobs. One of the biggest reasons why people come here for work is the military presence here. Dyess Air Force Base, which is right here in Abilene, Texas, is the home of the C-130 and the B-1 bomber. There is a new bomber coming here, which is the B-21. This is going to be bringing a lot of jobs, and there's going to be a lot of other support jobs to help support that aircraft that is going to grow this community like no other, more than it already is. As of right now, it is a little unknown to when that bomber will get here, but it is on the plan, and they are slowly being released out to other bases in the Air Force. The nice thing about Abilene is that it's a perfect size right now. So if you want to go downtown and have some fun at night, it's not going to be crazy with parking or a lot of people for you to have fun. You go to like a downtown spot in Dallas and parking is super expensive and not so doable to go have a good time. So in the same locations, you can get coffee on an early morning downtown or party all night at one of the bars. All in all, this place is very diverse. There are also huge colleges here like Hardin-Simmons University, and Abilene Christian University. So if you're a college student, I'll tell you what, you'll have fun here. And one of my favorite things as a real estate investor living in Abilene, Texas, is that this location appreciates. In some markets, the houses don't really appreciate, but they make cash flow very heavily. When you own a house here, it does appreciate, so over time, your house value is going to go up, putting more money in your pocket, so when you sell, you have a lump sum of cash to do whatever you want with. Some people always say, oh, I don't want to buy a house because I'm only going to be living here for a year or two. Well, that's okay. In about 2 years, your house can appreciate, $80,000 or $100,000, and next thing you know, you have this fat paycheck to go buy a new boat, buy a new truck, get a nicer house, or pay off your student debt. These options as a real estate owner are amazing. Appreciating markets are real estate investors' best friend. And it shouldn't even just be for an investor, for any home buyer, even as a first-time home buyer in college or a brand new airman or soldier in the military, this is amazing for you to build some kind of wealth. You do not need to live in a house for 5 years, 10 years, or forever to reap the benefits of home ownership. If I knew I was going to live somewhere for only 12 months, you best know I'm going to be buying a house in that location. If you have any questions about buying in the Abilene area or even selling in this area or anything real estate related, leave a comment down below and I will get to it as soon as I see it. Thanks guys, catch you next time.